name is Christina Zigliotto. I went to Notre de Namur and I graduated in year 2010. Wow, it seems so long ago. I studied business was my major. My minor was fine arts, and I concentrated in econ, finance, and psychology. I'm currently a senior director of alliances and partnerships for a high-tech company based out of San Francisco Bay Area. Why did I choose Notre Dame de Namur University? There were a few factors. There were a handful of things. So first and foremost, I was one of the first people in my family to attend university and get a 4-year degree. And I knew for me to be successful, I really require a smaller, more focused, intimate environment with classmates and teachers. You can go to certain universities. I had done previous programs at schools like UC San Diego where your class is massive. You don't know each other. You don't have that personal relationship with your teacher where you can ask for help. At NDNU, I knew my teachers, they knew me. I could ask for help. I could stay late. You know, we were in it together to make sure that I was successful, and that meant a lot to me. Also, ever since elementary school, I've been really passionate about roles in leadership where I could make a difference. I mean, even back to when you could be, school principal for a day. I was that kid. So I got involved in student government, and that was really important for me looking at a university. Is that an option? Can you make a difference? Things like that. So there was the class size, relationships, there was the ability to get involved in our university and make a difference. And then the last factor, which is really, really important to me, I didn't have someone to fall back on financially. And so looking at the cost of schooling, receiving scholarships and financial aid was really important to me. And that lined up for me with NDNU. I started applying for scholarships back when I was in middle school. And when I did receive my acceptance letter from NDNU, came with details that outlined that it was going to be okay for me. And I wasn't going to be leaving university, going into my first professional role with this much debt that then made things really, really stressful. So those are the handful of reasons why NDNU was the right choice for me and what made me say, yes, I'm going to NDNU. When I was at NDNU, a few of the organizations that I was involved in, and gosh, there were quite a few, I would say take advantage of every opportunity you can. Even if it was volunteer work, I was there. Every Thanksgiving, I was in San Francisco with our team feeding homeless. But there's student government. I was our ASNDNU vice president. I was our Rotaract treasurer. Like I mentioned, my first scholarship was when I was in middle school, and that came from the Rotary organization where I live. And so to be able to get involved in Rotaract at NDNU was really important to me. It was close to my heart. I was one of the first Bonner leaders. I helped develop the Dorothy Stang Center. There's a lot that I'm really proud to mention that I was a part of, but I would say beyond just making a difference, that's actually where I made most of my lifelong friends that I still keep in touch with to this day. So if I could recommend one thing, it's really get involved with as many things as you can and get to know people. Those are the relationships that last forever. And when it comes to your professional career, that's what's going to get you in the door somewhere. That's what's going to help you progress in your career. I mean, it's all about relationships. And those start, they actually start earlier than university. They start when you're a kid, let's be honest, but that's what you can make the most of when you're at NDNU. Thanks for listening to my story. Over and out.